One of the things that I love about sports so much is that not only do you get the entertainment of the game and, as a kid to a young adult and even an older adult, you appreciate different levels of it. You appreciate when you wish you could play, you appreciate when you start to develop your skills. And one of the things that I loved about it is the different players as they performed and they became, masters of their craft after putting in the work, they might be able to be adorned with some type of a nickname, something that's something else that they're synonymous with. So of course you got Air Jordan, you got Magic Johnson, Magic Irving, you got the Big Ticket, Love KG, the Diesel, Shaq Diesel, and my personal favorite, the Mamba. But I gotta say, man, after seeing a little bit of what's going on post career for some of these guys, I gotta give it to Paul Pierce, man. The truth, I don't know if this brother ever lied, man. I mean, all the way down to his podcast he got. So shout out to the truth. He's got a banger for us right now. I just happen to be scrolling through my own kind of feed because I am also a consumer of the YouTube content. And I happened to run across this. I saw someone else reacting to it. I literally got about 40 seconds into their video and I had to stop and say, you know what? I got to watch this. I got to share it with y'all in real time. So here we go. Let me go ahead and load it up for us. Let me switch up the view this time. Normally I take it here, but we're gonna get a little more FaceTime today, man. We're gonna go to the side by side, man. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it popping.
This is your boy, Paul Anthony, the Truth Pierce, and I got something to say. I'm just tired of these females who cooked after 30. I'm gonna say it like that. Cooked.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Yeah.
I know I'm a hot commodity. Fight me if you want to.
Why you single then?
Because you don't know that I'm single. I'm actually not available. Thank you very much.
Word? This is recent. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
I know. I tried. I was like, you should come over, we should have sex. And he was like,
You just was that aggressive?
yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
No.
Any girl ever do that to me? I'm
No.
good.
But it wasn't coming from.
too
But it
aggressive.
wasn't
Okay, my
coming
fault,
from
y'all.
an
This kinda
aggressive
like a-
stand.
That's too
Like an
aggressive.
intro to
Okay,
the show.
shut
Let
up.
me
see.
Let me say my thing. Do you feel like all
We got a real. This is Okay. Okay, so
are
this
more
is who's
toxic?
in it with him, Azara. All right, let me take it back a little bit.
Do you
There we
think
go.
that men or women are more toxic? Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Truth After Dark. I am your host, Azar Faraday.
This is your boy, Paul Anthony, the Truth Pierce, and I got something to say.
What do you have to say, sir?
I'm just tired of these females who cooked after 30. I'm going to say it like
So
that.
he really gonna start it off like this.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Right away. I hate when y'all ladies do this. Like, he make a statement, and I get it. Like, does it have something to do with her? Sure. But he said the ones that are cooked. And right away she was like, oh, I'm cooked. Like, chill, man. Chill. Let him get the rest of his point out, man. But I mean, if you cooked, you cooked. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm crying.
Yes, dog. Listen, dog. Guys is over here like, yo, prime is 25 to 30. Let's keep it 100.
But let me say this. I hear exactly what you're saying, right? I've heard it before. People have said it. Women age like milk, men age like fine wine. I've heard it 1,000 times, right?
Let me pause that real quick. So even I've heard different things from that. So 25 to 30, I see where they're getting, because you're not too young. You still have developed into the woman you're going to be. And then you start to get into the beginning of your slightly more wiser years. And then from there, it is very difficult for a woman to improve how attractive she is to the opposite sex after that point. They can maintain for a long time. I've seen some women that are beautiful at 47, so I know that this is, I think when he says that is generally the rule. I would say that is flexible. So I know for me, I'm in my 30s. I'm a little more open to somebody in their 30s as well. I don't necessarily think if a woman's 31, that's not my cup of tea, she's out of there. I don't think that way at all. I've got more range for me, but I will say that, when I first started to go into the dating scene, you're a young man, 17, 18, 19, you're pretty much open to almost anybody under 30, realistically. Um, so I've always had older girlfriends than me. I've always dated older. I think only one of my girlfriends, maybe two, since I've been dating, have actually been younger than me by any stretch. All of them have been a minimum of 1 year, all the way up to about like 5.5 years older than me. So, um, being younger, dating up, you're still dating in that 20s range. That's what you're attracted to. Once guys hit about 30, we're kind of still attracted to them, but we know that we are able to attract now those 30-year-old plus women. So we're still open to that. So to me, I would say prime range. I'm gonna expand a little bit. I'm gonna say 25 to 35. Some women do happen to peak out. I've seen some women that do look a little bit better at 33 than they did at 26. Maybe they learned how to style themselves and know how to um, do their makeup, and they learned how to walk, and they maybe one of the things was fitness, and they had to get in a little better shape, whatever it is. I have seen it before. But there's that, what they call it, the glow up, right? So I have seen that. But generally speaking, assuming, hey, you're gonna have that same woman in the same outfit with the same makeup at 25, and then that same exact woman at 35, probably 97 times out of 100 at 25, she's better than 35. So it is what it is. Don't shoot me. I'm just commentating, man. Anyway, let's keep it going.
For me personally, I'm gonna say this. Me, maybe I am cooked, but you know what? I'm cooked and it tastes delicious because I was not given what it needed to give when I was in my 20s. I didn't know my body. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know how to fuck. I didn't know how to suck. I didn't know how to throw it back. Now I could do all of those things plus more. I
Ooh.
understand who I am as a woman.
Pause. Hold on. Not only did she just say she's cooked, but she literally, kind of in a roundabout way, is saying, well, now that I've had all these other experiences with men and I've got to learn what I like, I don't think I'm cooked anymore. I hate to say it, but for us as guys, the more experience you have, I mean, do we want a woman with some experience? Well, sure. I don't necessarily want to feel like, and I can't speak for all guys, but most of the guys that I know, they don't necessarily want a woman that just does not know what they're doing. There is something to be said that, hey, well, you can show her how you like things to be done. And now you've got someone that's tailored for you. But you just have to be able to put some of that time in. The early stages is going to be rocky as you kind of go through that. So to be with someone that does have some familiarity with how to act and how to behave in an intimate situation versus when you're out in public and knowing what to say, that does come with some level of experience. So having some experience, I think, is perfectly fine. I'm somebody that's okay with that. But if there's an abundance of this to where you can be absolutely certain of all of these tasks that you think that you're more than adequate in, for us as guys, that's not necessarily something that makes you more attractive for a long term. Now, if I'm just going to deal with you for a month or two, oh, that's great. Cool. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Get you something to eat. You'll come over. You'll get some more. You'll get some more XP on me. Cool, no problem. Let's get you leveled up, man. Let's get you to the next. Let's unlock a new skill set. That's cool. But otherwise, I mean, you're talking about long term. In general, most guys would rather deal with lesser experience as opposed to more, if that's their two options. We're like a middle ground, but less is more in this case. So she's right. She cooking herself, man. Anyway, let's keep it rocking.
Emotional maturity is here. And at the end of the day, I know that it feels like there's women who are jaded because they've been with so many men and now they're cooked. I understand that perspective. But personally, for me, I feel so into my bag as a 30-year-old because
And then after 34, 35, man, think about this. When I cook some food, all right, it's cooked, right? Now I ate some, then it's leftovers. Then I put it in the refrigerator. After so many days, you got to throw it out. You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
Like, how long do Thanksgiving food last after Thanksgiving? How many days we giving it? 3? Then you
How many days y'all giving y'all food, man? I'm weird, man. I could do some things longer than others. If it's spaghetti, lasagna, um, a mac and cheese. He said Thanksgiving food, so maybe like dressing and stuff like that. Like I could probably go maybe about 3 days with that kind of stuff. The meat, it depends what cut it is. If it's got a little moisture, it's a juicier part, it's a juicier cut. I could probably take it to about 3 or 4 days too. Eventually, it could. Once it's no longer sandwich worthy, it's kind of got to go. So, but maybe a maximum of like 5 days on the cooked meat. But he's right. Once it's cooked, man, you we watching that clock, man. I'm not about to do like great great granny probably used to do, and oh, just throw it in the freezer, baby. It'll be all right. You just heat it up when you're ready. Nah, nah, nah. He's going. It's going to the trash, man. I'm done with you.
throw it out. So that means if you cooked at 30, 35, we got to throw it out. I'm just
I
saying.
think
But
that
listen,
that's crazy.
I will say this. This is for the man who's looking for a relationship. This is for a man who's looking for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like cooked food, personally. I don't got time to season nothing. Like, give it to me already prepared. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean?
I just
I'm
feel
good.
like you.
I'm good with cooked food.
I feel like, you know what?
Don't feel that way. Hey, listen.
No,
You got a market.
no,
Look,
this is, I'm
look,
gonna keep it so real with you right
You
now
got
when
a
I say
market.
this.
look. Hold on. The truth, man. The truth, man. My dog, I think my dog kind of, he low key just shot his shot, man. He said, "Yo, I ain't got time to be seasoning no young thing and get it to my liking, man. I like it to I want to order it and it's already good. You got a market, baby. You got a market right here, man. Man, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God."
I have no lack of people who want me. Like, it's not giving that. So I don't
But
feel.
what do you mean want you?
It's not just
Wanna
sexually.
do something
no,
with
it's
you?
not just sexually. I don't care what no one says. It's not just
Wanna be
sexually.
with you?
Yes. People love me, adore me, my vibe, my energy, I
Every
glow.
dude want to be with a girl when they see him.
No.
No.
You can have that argument you want. I know I'm a hot commodity. Fight me if you want to.
Why you single then?
Because you don't know that I'm single. I'm actually not available. Thank you very much.
Word, this was recent because in
I told you
season
this
one,
the last episode
in season
we
one,
did.
you was acting funny.
I might have been acting funny, but yeah, I'm not available. And guess what? I have, at the end of the day, me personally, I don't feel like I've never operated from a place of desperation. That's never been my story. That's never been my life.
He think you cooked?
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh my
God,
God.
that's
hella
funny.
funny. He got her, man. Oh man, that's so funny. Even herself, she had to say it. Yeah, yeah, I'm cooked. That was good. That was good.
You cooked? Yeah.
I'm cooked. And I will say I am. I'm like more tired. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a cool type of bride.
Right.
I'm cool. Like someone to be with me, they're lucky. I'm a vibe. I'm cool. I'm chill. I know myself. I know what's up. I know what I bring. I know how to add value. I've never lacked any of those qualities or traits. And that's why for me it's like, no, I know someone is lucky to be with me.
You in love?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So anyways,
Why you
moving
changing
on.
the subject?
Because we're not doing all this.
All right, let's talk.
This is what I want to talk about. Father's Day has recently passed, right? And I saw so many men online, including Lou, Williams, a few other people, they posted like, let's just cancel Father's Day. And they're like, we're dubbed on Father's Day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to understand, what is the thing? Men feel so unappreciated on this Father's Day situation. And I've been seeing so many men say that about Father's Day.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on that?
So before he even jump into it, I mean, he's right, man. I mean, if most of us got families, whether it's big or small, but there's at least some men, some women in there. And, heck, even if you just going to work or going to school or whatever it is, like moms get all the praise, in fact, on social media, if you hop on, you'll probably even see, especially when Facebook was like the place to go, or Mother's Day, or was it, if y'all remember MySpace, that was the place to go. You would see people hop on and tell like single moms, Happy Father's Day, because you the mommy and the daddy. I have never seen a single father get to be, I'm not even gonna say blessed, because to me that don't even make sense to me, but be recognized on Mother's Day and say, hey, you're doing such a great job as a father. You like the mommy and the daddy. Congratulations. Happy Mother's Day to you. What? If you're a mom, you're a mom. If you're a dad, you're a dad. And really, if you are someone who is present and active in your child's life, you deserve basically the same, at least recognition on that day as any other mom and dad that's also present in their child's life. Now, of course, to what degree? Well, you do gotta earn your way. You can be a father, but are you really a daddy? You can be a mother, but are you a mama? Black folks know that there's technically a difference, and so, I mean, when it comes to something like this, like doing away with Father's Day altogether, nah, keep it there. We just need to be a little more proactive with just acknowledging our men that have decided to, even though they don't have control as to whether the baby is here or not, have decided that, hey, they are going to remain present and do what they felt was the right thing and be an active father in that child's life. So, no, that should not go away, even though it is true that they don't get the same love that moms get.
oh man, I just think like Father's Day ain't really looked at. So if you go on Google and you rank like where's Father's Day rank amongst like just things we celebrate, it's like 20th on the list, something like that.
Right.
And Mother's Day is ranked second behind Christmas.
Lord.
So it's just like, you get your little hey, whoop, whoop, whoop. And, as men, we don't really care. At this point in our lives, we don't even really, like, we accept it for what it is. And, we love the fact that we get acknowledged for that really quick second. And after that, it's just like, oh, it ain't really a big deal like Mother's Day and Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's really not a big deal. Because as men, we are expected to just like, oh, we not looking for nothing.
Yeah.
We've been so like
But are you
trained, conditioned
to not look for anything?
look for anything on that.
Yeah.
So anything is a plus.
That's
You
fucked
know
up,
what I'm
though.
saying?
You know what I'm
but
saying?
Because it's been like that as men, because we expected to take the bullets. We expected to take the heat. We expected to be just like tough and like we don't like we really just a second thought. We expected to be just looked over.
I get
really
that,
feel
but that's sad.
it is, but it's like Father's, like I didn't even know Father's Day was coming up. I was like, oh damn, it's Father's Day.
And like my dad, for instance, he barbecued on Father's Day, and I'm like, damn, like he's like, I'm going to get the meats. He's at Costco. My dad is
I cooked
77.
breakfast on Father's Day.
Yeah,
I
he's doing all of
grilled,
this.
I planned all the activities, but on Mother's Day, it feels like
They have to
you take them to dinner, you give them flowers,
Yeah.
you
They go all
plan
out.
something for them and all that. Because I've done that on Mother's Day, but nothing's ever stuff is planned for the woman. Nothing's hardly ever planned for the man.
Exactly.
The man
It's
is
always
still
impromptu.
expected to do the same things that he always doing, even on his day.
Yeah, I felt that. Like when
I'm gonna cut it off right there, man. They went into a different realm. I just saw, based on the title, said being cooked after 30. I just wanted to see what that was about. So looks like the episode gets a lot deeper into some other topics. I did want to kind of give a little teaser into the rest of it. If y'all want to see the whole interview, y'all can head over to their channel or whatever. I think the podcast is called The Truth After Dark. Y'all can check it out and see what he got going on over there. But yeah, man, I mean, as far as the beginning of the video, the 30-year-old mark, man, that's something that's been now coined as the wall, right? So everything before the wall is all gravy. And with women, they kind of start at a certain place where their value starts high, and it will even slightly increase, possibly into their 20s. But then once they get to 30 and they hit that wall, at best, it usually sustains or it starts to fall. Whereas with men, it's the other way around. We tend to start at a much lower point. And then from here, we have to earn everything along the way to become more valuable, more attractive towards the opposite sex. Some of us are born with certain things that might give us an advantage, maybe whether you're taller or you got nicer teeth or pretty hair, or maybe because your upbringing, you got multiple languages so you can talk to more people. You might have those things, but in general, those things that you're born with are probably not enough by themselves, because women tend to look for us as our attractiveness is tied to what it is that we can do, what we can acquire, how resourceful we are, what resources she may have or gain access to once we start to deal with each other. Whereas from a man's perspective, looking for women, we tend to just want someone who's attractive to us, nice to us, and hopefully they like us too. That's kind of the foundation of it. That's usually enough for us. We think she's pretty and she's nice to us. Man, I kind of like her. It's kind of where it starts. With women, that might be the case very early. You can catch that at, in your teens, maybe early 20s. Once you cross about 22, Nah, it starts to step into a, well, what can you do for me? And at first, it's just a low level. And the older they get, the higher that list of demands comes, and the longer that list becomes. And so the idea of he tired of women who are over 30 and cooked is like, okay, well, at 30, you now have the longest list of requirements than what you've ever had from me. But if you're lucky, you're at the peak of your powers. Next year, I have technically a lower version of you for what I would be attracted to, not for what you know or how much value you could offer to a company and what you've learned and how much money you make and how big your network is. Those are all extra things. Those are great. But when it comes to what a man wants from a woman in a relationship and how he wants to spend time and what he wants to look at, the visual is the most important thing to us. If that's going to improve, well, hey, you've got a case if you're one of these women over 30 and you're saying you're not in that cooked crowd. I'll just be honest. But um, yeah, man, I just thought it was a funny take for her to say, yeah, I am cooked. But I mean, clearly you can see, even though she's in her 30s, like she's beautiful. I'm sure she's right. There's probably no shortage of guys that wouldn't mind talking to her. Heck, if she slide my DM, how you doing? How you doing? Real quick. She's fine. Um, but I think that it's still some truth to the fact that, well, she was probably an even more attractive version at 27 than what she is now. And that's just looking at facts for facts, just as what they are. Whereas for many men, you have a strong argument to say that most men are probably more attractive in the dating place as far as more husband material, more likely to be sought after when they're 35 than when they're 25. Just kind of is what it is. So we got to wait to get ours. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this one. This one was cool. I might catch the rest of this one, but I don't know. I think I want to move on to something else. I got some things up my sleeve for y'all, man. I think that'll be much more valuable to you guys. So I'll check you guys out in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And until then, I'll catch you. Peace.